It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. A little light is shining through the window. Let me know everything is alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Has commentating hindered your ability to place fourth place at local tournaments?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it has. I just suck. I just don't practice anymore. It's not because of the commentary. It's more about just life in general. You know, you turn 30.
Just life?
And you're like, just
You're
life.
30?
I'm 30.
Wow, you should kill yourself.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
You know what the funny thing is? Hell Pockets got fourth place at double KO.
You got fourth?
Yeah, you got fourth place.
Just wanted to mention that straight out.
I just wanted to mention that straight out of the gate.
Why, is that a bad place?
No, just I used the intro. I blew him up for getting fourth place. So
He does get fourth place.
yeah, he does.
So, this is the show number 56 of Sucks. And, hey, Harrison, how's it going?
Good. You?
We've been doing. We haven't been talking like we normally do, Harrison.
I know we really haven't.
No, sad.
You drove the first time forever that you've been alive in the city.
Since we have no viewers, I'm gonna reward.
What?
I'm gonna reward everyone with the story. I didn't want to tell any person ever, but I'll do it. So the first time I drove in San Francisco was for double KO, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I got into an accident on the way to double KO, hence why I was so late.
Okay, that makes sense.
Harrison does not know this. So I'm telling everyone, I guess. So what happened was it was on a yield to the left-hand turn, and I didn't know I had to yield. So like I went into the intersection, and you're not supposed to do that because there's a bunch of cars coming. So I was like, hey, let's not get hit by a car. So I backed up, and I backed up into somebody.
Well, you didn't like do anything to the car, did you?
Nah, there's barely any damages. I think my insurance might go up a little bit, but it might not because I think the damages are like $300.
What'd you do to the car?
I just dented the bumper. They have to replace the bumper. Is the only problem.
They have to replace the bumper because it did
I
its job.
guess.
That's stupid.
I don't know how it works.
That's stupid. Well, that sucks. I almost got into like 4 accidents when I first drove in the city, so.
I actually got into one.
You've had your car for like 4 months?
I almost died 30 times. Yeah, that was fun. It wasn't fun. I'm actually a good driver, in my opinion. I just hate the fucking city.
I mean, I didn't get into an accident, but I almost had like 40 heart attacks, like setting up my stream. Yeah. Which I will explain in a story, I guess. So, what?
Can I reveal the new sponsors first?
We have new sponsors?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh God. What could
First sponsors
God.
are Flips, the official sponsor of MLG and the show that sucks. Once you pop a Flips, you can't stop moving your hips. Num num num. And we're also sponsored by Doritos. Bienavides.
I thought you said it.
Bienavides Comnos Locos Doritos.
I thought you said you hated Doritos. I thought you said you hated that drink.
Oh, like
huh? I would say what you
down
said on
quick,
Twitter,
quick.
but I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that be.
Wait, no.
So, anyways, I was kind of skeptical about double KO, but I got there and the venue's hell sick. Plenty of room, so that wasn't a problem. Anyways, so you get there. There's no tables to do anything, so I didn't have any place to set up my equipment, and luckily there's a Costco like 2 blocks away or something like that, Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't know, Double KO is a tournament that I Play Winner ran on Friday.
Yes.
So we get to Costco. It's me and Chris Seglia. And we're in the elevator going down to the floor that my car is on. And we're already like super stressed out because there's no tables, there's no place to put anything. We're like, we haven't set anything up yet. And we get down to that floor, and then the door starts to open, and the door only opens about 2 inches and then just stays there for like 30 seconds. And so for 30 seconds, we thought we were both just stuck in an elevator at Costco. And then Chris tries to open up the door, and then Risey sticks his hand in there. The elevator attempts to crush his hand, and then immediately opens up all the way. And so first part of the day was Chris almost getting his hand chopped off in a Costco elevator. And that was just to start out. So we get back. I get everything set up. I think I get about half my stuff plugged in. See if it works. I turn on my Xbox. It worked. And I plug in something else. And hold on one sec. Hold on.
Why? What's happening?
No.
Am I missing something?
No.
Did my mom?
No,
walk into your
no,
room?
it's just my fault. So I get it all set up. I turn on my Xbox. It works. I plug in something else. I don't know if it. Then my Xbox turns itself off, and I start freaking out because I think my Xbox is broken, and it has like a little red dot on it. I don't know, like on the power supply. I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody in chat can tell me. But I start freaking. What?
It means you didn't plug it in correctly. I don't think.
Well, I did because it was on, and then it shut itself off. So basically, when it all came down to it, there wasn't enough power coming out of the place where I plugged in everything, and that had never happened to me before. And so I figured that out after I don't know, I plug in 2 other things someplace else, so I figure out that problem. And then I plug in my capture card, and every time I access the settings, it froze, and then it turned off my capture card. And so I'm freaking out about that because I think it's broken. And I remember that I updated my computer like 3 days before, and I never checked to see if it worked. And so luckily the capture card still worked, but I couldn't access the settings. So, and then after that I tried to record, and my hard drive wasn't working. And then I had to reformat that. And so basically, by the time the tournament rolled around, I was done already before the tournament even started. So I'm very interested to hear about your experience at the tournament, considering you actually got to play in it and move around.
I was 2 hours late, and the brackets were held for me because I'm a very important person, and you guys were running late anyways. So
Because fucking nobody showed up until
no one
8.
showed up on time.
Literally, it was 7 o'clock. The tournament was supposed to start at 7. There was literally nobody there at 7.
I think I left Sonoma County at 7.
Fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
Hey. Anyways, I got to the venue. It's in a very nice area. And by nice, I mean people were living in the alleyways in tents. And
Wasn't
I
that
did not
bad.
feel safe outside the venue. But the venue was very nice. It's very artsy, very big venue. Comparative to what we're used to in NorCal, because I mean Starbase and Southtown, let's face it, are tiny closets.
Oh my god, Southtown Arcade? Like, God.
It's the width of
I
my
don't
dick.
understand how we even ran tournaments in there, but we did.
It's the width of my dick, which means it's very small. So, having a big venue is kind of weird. Like people are just like hanging out in different rooms. It's like, yeah, that's weird. And then like they had like multiple screens. Salty Bet was on one of the streams. I turned that off.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, what?
Turn that
No,
off.
it was worse. It was like G.I. Joe was on like one of the monitors or something.
Yeah, G.I. Joe 2 was on the monitors. It looked like a kung fu movie was on, and I was like, because there's a Chinese guy and he has swords. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I get this. I'm down with Chinese movies. But then like, I saw The Rock. So I was like, maybe it's Fast and the Furious I haven't seen. I don't know. And then I saw G.I. Joe's, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why?
I don't know. It's like it's a club, so I don't. They probably had no idea what they wanted to put up anyway. They probably just wanted something because I don't know. We didn't really have time. Next time we'll be more prepared.
Tournament wise, I think it was super awesome. I think a shit ton of people turned out for it. I mean, we had a lot for AE and still a good portion for Marvel. We even had a KOF tournament, which is odd. So, I mean, I think there's a very good turnout. It's in a good area, like relative. I mean, like distance wise, you know, people from South Bay can come, people from East Bay can come, people from North Bay still have to drive. But I mean,
San Francisco, it's just the center. It's the center hub. It's kind of, it's good and bad at the same time, just because it's the center. But at the same time, I feel like it's the hardest to find a venue.
It's the hardest to do anything in.
Yeah, it's the hardest to do anything.
It's a piece of shit city, and I hope it just fucking gets devoured by water. I hope Al Gore destroys your city. I hate San Francisco.
Just because you had one bad experience. What city do you think sucks more, LA or San Francisco?
LA, obviously. I'm glad when I watched Battlefield LA, I was rooting for the aliens.
When you were watching what?
Battlefield LA.
Oh, wow, wow.
I was rooting for the aliens. Because fuck LA. LA's terrible.
It's a pretty terrible place.
I like the people.
Which is weird. Because that'd be the whole reason why you didn't like a place, but...
No, people are fine. But yeah, so the tournament was cool. I got 7th.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Congratulations.
I did very bad. I was dropping everything. That was my first time playing since Landhammer.
I think that was a lot of people's first times playing since Landhammer.
And Neo fucked me pretty hard because I didn't have a Phoenix game plan. Because I haven't really...
Yeah.
I don't play Phoenixes that often. Like, you guys might think I play Champ every fucking day, but, like, I haven't played Champ in, like, half a year now, probably more. So, I mean, I don't have Phoenix experience that much, so I actually did go in the lab, and I have a lot of weird unblockable tech with Taskmaster and DME. Basically, after unblockable, I don't know if anyone cares. After unblockable, you can combo a lot of assists that you couldn't combo before. You know when you do unblockable with Taskmaster, you use the headbutt?
Yeah.
That's the unblockable part.
Yeah.
But then there's an extension where you do Sharp Sting.
Uh-huh.
But it's a different version of Sharp Sting because it was in vanilla. So the vanilla properties for hit stun for some reason, or like it just has it's just a different move. I don't know why. They're on the ground longer, so you can actually just you can do some weird stuff with assists because you can combo off of ground throw with Taskmaster Amy, but it's very hard. But with off of that, it's like super easy. So it's like there's a lot of unexplored stuff with Taskmaster that I just found. So I think a lot of assists can exploit that. And I know no one cares, but it's very big if you play Taskmaster, in my opinion.
Hey, somebody cares.
Yeah.
Or else they wouldn't watch the show.
Because you don't need to link after the headbutt is the thing. You can just do the
You can just do it.
Yeah, and then you can combo off of it very easily. So there's that. Some new tech that I might be formulating over Thanksgiving. And yeah, that's cool. I learned that from getting my ass handed to me by Neo. So thank you, Neo.
Who'd you lose to? You lost to
Neo
and
then KB's.
KB's. Oh.
I played a lot better off stream, in my opinion, on the very shit setups for some reason.
How were those setups, by the way? Were they shitty?
They were fine for me. They were fine for me.
Well, this is coming from somebody who played through a pass-through from a laggy Black Magic intensity.
What?
For
My
like
Black
ever.
Magic does not lag.
Yeah, it does.
What are you talking about?
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna test this now because you just accused me.
Test it. I don't even give a shit if I'm wrong. Just test
doesn't
it.
lag. Dude, I do infinites on this shit.
Who
I'm bad.
fucks? That doesn't matter.
Harrison, you keep breaking my balls. I do solo level 1 runs on Dark Souls. Do that, okay? You don't tell me.
It lags. It lags. That's.
Anyways, the setups, the big screen TV setups weren't that bad, to be honest.
Well, that's good.
Yes,
So
the PS3 one was bad because...
what's PS3?
I beat Patrick, by the way, too.
Oh, you did?
He didn't play in tournament, so in the
Oh.
brackets it says like
Yeah, I saw him there. All suited up and stuff.
he refuses to play on Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's right. Even though he
He
could just
would-
get a converter.
He hates.
Tell him
he,
I can just turn the monitor to not game mode, and it's like the same thing.
That I did do. You did show me that. For like 2 years, I didn't have my monitor on game mode. You were the one who showed me that. But yeah, Patrick, if you guys don't know, Patrick's a NorCal Tekken/Marvel player. He refuses to play on Xbox. He says Xbox are pieces of shit and Sony's are the superior system to play Marvel on. He is the only person with this train of thought, and it makes me giggle every time I talk to him. Shout out to Patrick. Rip Starbase. Patrick killed Starbase.
Did he? Did he?
Yeah. He never came out. Because it was
Fuck that guy.
Xbox.
That's all I gotta say. Fucking
And you
hate that guy.
him.
I fucking hate him.
Oh, man.
Uh,
But what else happened? I don't know anything that happened with AE. It wasn't on stream. There's a lot of... It finished really quickly.
oh shit. Somebody uploaded it. I'll have to find it. Maybe somebody in chat can find it. It's on YouTube. It was Ricky versus Julio.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was Julio actually was in grand finals and winners, so he did beat Ricky to get it there.
LPN lost to 2 sim players.
Yeah.
One was F-Champ. The other was someone else.
It was Henry San. I can't remember his first name.
Okay.
But yeah, he lost to 2 Dalsims, which is crazy because the players or the characters that he plays just
Destroyed. Also.
destroy
So
Dalsim. So
there's a
that's
lot
weird.
of... There's upsets at in Landhammer. I mean, Double KO, sorry. It's been so long we've been to a tournament, Harrison.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was kind of stressed out because I hadn't streamed in a while, and it's kind of like, you know, shit can happen in like a month to your equipment, and you don't know about it. So it's kind of stressful, like streaming again for the first time in a while because you forget a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Um.
You switched the overlays and you didn't tell me.
Okay, so about that, I swear to God, every time somebody takes over for like 2 seconds, they always they find the overlay that I never want anybody to use. The overlay is all the way to the right, okay? It is in the corner purposely so I don't have to make that slide again because I use the same basic overlay. So I can just put it over the cameras and it's good to go. So I put it all the way over to the right. And then there's 3 cameras that Honzo can easily click on that show the players that are the right overlay. And what made you think after clicking on it during the preview, you're like, you know what? I think Harrison, you know, he meant to put this overlay here. Even though it says Why Me Dojo 007 on here. I'm pretty sure that this is the right overlay. What went through your head when
Fuck
that happened?
you, Harrison, went through my head. I'm a fucking rebel. I'll do any overlay I fucking want. That's the one I normally use, so
Exactly.
just use that.
But no, besides all the hiccups and stuff in the beginning, the stream went completely fine. The internet was godlike. The venue was godlike. We had, for the first time in a while, we had like a whole room filled with sound so people can really feel like they're at a fighting game tournament, I felt like.
Yeah, not like a shitty arcade. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could have done that, but
I'm
the one
joking,
thing that made it stand out, though, is we did have, like, since we had a sound system, Chris Seglia could actually call out matches to everybody, which I felt like if it wasn't for that, there's no way that tournament would have finished. Because the reason we couldn't run AE was we were kicked out at 1:30, and it was like 1:15, and we just couldn't finish the matches. So, but next time we're gonna do AE first. So, at the very minimum, people will be able to watch
so,
AE.
I don't know when we're going to be doing one. You probably do, but the next.
I actually don't yet. I'd imagine
So-
it's gonna be soonish because it went pretty well.
We'll announce on
Yep.
IPLAYWINNER on Twitter or Facebook or the Soda Shucks. Your number one podcast on IPLAYWINNER. So
Suck it, SDR.
yeah, so you'll hear about it eventually. What else happened this weekend? Can I talk about something that I watched this entire weekend?
Does it have something to do with pretzels?
Yeah.
Okay.
MLG was this weekend for Dota 2, and I watched it, and DK lost. My buddy's DK, my soulmate's Burning lost. And then
Your
Steve
soulmate,
beat me.
somebody who you've never met in your entire life.
He's my soulmate, Harrison. You don't understand.
He's your soulmate.
Me and Burning we're gonna get married. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm pretty sure we're getting married. So
Pretty
that
sure that's
happened.
not gonna happen.
MLG sponsored by Flips though, dude. That's the most random sponsorship I've ever had. It's gotten what's got like sponsorship.
Dude, it's pretzels.
Dude,
Everybody
Flips
loves
are
pretzels.
fucking godlike. They're fantastic. That's what I wanted to talk about. Is Flips. They're a sponsor here, so where did you get this?
I wish they were a sponsor.
Just imagine unlimited pretzels.
But
we can get the white chocolate because we're white. Get it?
although I do like white chocolate. It's pretty bomb.
There was also another tournament, Tiger Uppercut, I believe, was this past weekend. I watched some of it.
Where was it at?
It was in Thailand, hence Tiger Uppercut.
Oh,
I believe it was in Thailand. I don't
What?
exactly know.
what?
Huh?
What?
What?
What happened? I didn't watch it.
Oh, there was a lot of cool play. I believe Xian won. I'm trying to look up the...
Oh wait, yeah, I did. I watched some of
Actual-
it. I think I didn't watch grand finals yet though.
Oh, I'm going to spoil it for you.
I know there's like tons of godlike players there.
There was one player I just want to talk about specifically.
Yes. Who?
I think his name's Santoro Man. Is that the
Santoro
cigar?
Man?
Is that the cigar?
I don't know.
Can someone tell me if that was a cigar? Super Centauri Man? That guy, yeah, that cigar, he's a Japanese cigar. He was fucking amazing. Like, that dude is so fucking good. I was watching him during teams, and he was just fucking destroying people, like, straight up. Like, he's like one of the better cigars I've ever seen. That's
What was he doing? Like, what was he doing?
He just fucking knew. He just knew every single time. Just perfect spacing. Just like, oh, you jumped, now you're gonna get fucking double roundhouse. Oh, you fucking moved, you fucking EX. He just knew every
Bringing
time.
that old vanilla Sagat back?
Yeah. And then I saw some proximity blocking going on.
Oh, you did?
I saw one that was an ultra, and people think it was reaction, but I'm pretty sure it was proximity because it was fucking fast to a fireball. So
Did he
I
whiff a
think
normal before?
I forget, to be honest. But it
Well,
was like,
that would answer your question, or
As
at
soon as
least
the-
help answer your question.
as soon as the fireball came out, it ultraed. So, I mean, I think there was some shenanigans going on with that. So I think Capcom Cup we're gonna be seeing
Experiencing some proximity,
some shenanigans.
some shenanigans. That's
But
kind
I
of.
think we're gonna see some anti shenanigans too, because I think people are taking proximity block and seeing for specific characters which ones they could punish if they whiff a normal or something. Like
The
whiff
thing
a
is,
light.
it's just like, yeah, I guess, but their spacing has to be so tight. Like, what if you
Yeah.
whiff a jab or something? Like, tons of characters don't have fast enough ultras to punish a jab from that far away. It's just not possible. So
Yeah, that's why I think people like Daigo. Is Daigo even going there?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope,
People
no
like
Daigo, no
infiltration.
infiltration.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, it's.
People like Hatani. We're smart players. Very old
Although,
school.
I mean, it'll be nice to see a couple new players, but
Yeah,
I mean, it's
like
only
Christie.
yeah, like fuck. Chris G is in there instead of Daigo.
He's our American Hope, dude. Are you supporting him?
I already said no, like last show,
Oh, yeah.
didn't I?
You just say that because you beat him.
No, I'm saying that because he's a fraud. And
Do you guys know that Harrison's actually better than Christie? Did you guys know that? There's proof.
It's not anywhere online, but there's proof. But
No.
What were we on? We derailed that whole topic, I think.
I know we did. I like it. I like derailing. That's what we do.
Uh, we do it the best out of any podcast.
Much better than SDR.
So basically, double KO, huge success. Oh, it'll be
What
back
else-
soon, hopefully.
What else did you want to talk about? Because I have another thing I want to talk about, but
I just wanted to wrap up the results just really quick. It would take
Oh,
like
yeah,
2
go ahead.
seconds. Marvel, Champ Neo, K-Beast. Street Fighter 4 was Julio, Ricky, and Alex Free. Alex Free came out of nowhere and got 3rd place, which I think is all sick.
isn't he the Rose player? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, yeah.
I think he had to beat like 2 DJs to get there. He had to beat Karakiva and Willpower. And then I don't know what happened in ST because I didn't see a bracket, but I think KOF was Michelle. I think BBZ, and then somebody else. I can't remember.
Yeah, Michelle. Did Michelle beat BBZ?
I think so. Yeah, Michelle got first.
Damn, that's a blow up.
Uh,
Kind
everybody's saying money match. Where's Christy? But yeah, that's pretty much it for
Okay.
double KO.
So I had an idea. I didn't want to tell you this. I wanted to see your honest reaction on the show.
Shit. I remember the last time this happened.
So, you know Love Line Harrison. You like that show, don't you?
Yeah, I love that show.
So I listen to that show when I come back from your house, actually, to my house, from when we used to do the shows.
Yeah.
And we'll do so in the future.
I was gonna say when we used to. What are you
So
talking
I was
about?
wondering if you wanted to do a Love Line episode.
I don't see why not.
All right. So if you guys want that to happen, get questions ready. We'll announce it soon.
I feel
Yeah.
like the show is due for like some kind of special show again. I really feel like people enjoyed the 50th episode, so I think we should do more stuff like that.
All right. So if you guys are wanting to do that, you can tweet us saying yes, do it, or something. Just remind us, because we'll put that together. We need to do. Do you want to do Collins?
Collins? Yeah, we can do that. I mean, I know we've always wanted to do that, and I'm still figuring out a way where we don't get like bombarded by 50 calls at once. So, yeah, I want to do it. It's just
Okay.
figuring out the correct way to do it.
Okay, get hype, guys. Get hype for not sucking shows. Anyways, I have nothing else to talk about. I don't.
Good, good night for non-sucky shows. We have nothing else to talk about.
Oh wait, there was the playroom blow up. I guess we can.
Oh
talk
yeah,
about that.
yeah. I was gonna talk about that. There's really not much to talk about, and it's
There
kind of
is.
not surprising. You go. Well, if you had something to talk about, you go first.
So I think this was predicted back in 2001 when people first got started getting webcams or something. That all people would do would just be like sex and like drugs.
Sex
It's
and
like
drugs.
The main two things people just automatically go to with any device. So I mean, I think this was a long time coming, and I like
Well, I
the
mean, that's
first
what Justin
day.
TV turned into, right? So, are they really surprised?
The playroom is just funny though, because like there'll just be a family there. There was a picture that someone posted earlier in chat. It's just a family, just having fun,
Like
you know?
a whole family?
Just having fun, you know, just being up. Someone in chat just finger your wife, just in front of the kids. The kids are right there, you know.
The kids don't see that. Come on.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Wait, it's when you stream it? Like,
The chat
I
will
still don't know
stream.
what the stream looks like when you
It's-
stream it.
So I'm pretty sure the stream, what you're seeing, is what's on their screen.
So when you play the game when you're playing, you're watching the stream. That's what confuses me.
Oh, you mean for games?
Yeah.
I mean the playroom. I'm talking about playroom.
No, I mean like, yeah, I guess. But when you stream
For-
on a PlayStation 4, when you're playing a game and you're streaming, do you see the chat and stuff, or do you need to like get a computer to look at the chat? Like, I don't understand how it works. Like, because I haven't seen it in motion yet.
No, you can.
Like, can you just turn the chat off? Can you turn
you
like?
read the chat on the TV.
Okay, you do. Okay, yeah, then that kid totally saw that. That's kind of messed up.
So
Although
there's lot
a
of
family
fucked up
shouldn't be
situations.
streaming anyway.
You shouldn't be streaming.
You should not.
And then like just random stoners just fucking blowing weed and shit, blowing weed out, bongers and shit. You know how they do. They blow it. But
Yeah, thanks for demonstrating that.
Yeah, just blow the weed. And then I don't know why people smoking weed so funny to me, but whenever like 4 guys get around and just start smoking weed and just start just talking, I don't know, it's hilarious.
The best one that I was watching was a playroom, but some guy was playing a game while while it was just him twice. So there was like no point to that. He was playing a game and he didn't even bother to show the game. So I thought that was kind of funny. And then all those crazy like little robot dudes, like what's that all about?
I don't know. Like it's supposed to be like you can play with them, like it's the playroom gimmick.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Just do stuff like random stuff with the eye. It's like a I don't know how to explain it. It's like a tutorial mode for the eye, I guess. It's like bare bones, like ooh, I can do cool stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, Twitch removed it from the directory or something.
Yeah, they moved it today. They needed to do that because that's not a good idea.
But can't they just say they're not playing the playroom? Get around that?
They're only blocking the playroom. They're not blocking PS4 streaming.
So like I know that, but say when you stream and you say like you do. Oh, I guess Playroom is one of the things, like, you have to choose Playroom. But what if you just choose another game and then just do Playroom? You know what I mean? Like, there's ways around it.
I think they did it in the console because they probably have access to the SKD if they already implemented Twitch onto it. So they probably, in console, just blocked the Playroom from actually streaming to Twitch servers.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah. So
they have just
there's
TV
that
for that. So
Ustream's quite
really
entertaining though.
Oh yeah,
if you guys want your Playroom fix, you can go to Ustream. It's still up there. Just go up there, People just blowing weed all day. 520,
All right. Well, with that out of the way,
there was the initial sales for the consoles. If you want to talk about them,
I think PlayStation 4 beat Xbox, didn't it?
PlayStation 4 sold 1 million consoles in North America, I'm pretty sure, and Xbox One sold 1 million in 14 countries. So I think PlayStation 4 won.
And I guess PlayStation 4 is opening the sales doors to Europe this week or something.
I think they're selling
That's what I
them
heard.
soon.
So yeah, they haven't even opened up that door yet.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird how PlayStation 4s are going to be the new standard. Isn't that weird? Because Xbox 360 used to be the standard. Now it's going to be PlayStation 4. That's such a weird... Then again, PlayStation 2s were the standards. So...
I think a lot of people, well, maybe not a lot of people, I know some people maybe thought that, hey, I've had an Xbox 360 for a while, let's try out a PlayStation. And vice versa. And like you said, I guess more people had Xboxes, so more people were like, hey, let's try out a PS4 this time. Just because I feel like they're just... I don't know, there's no titles for either of them yet, so why not try and get the other one?
I mean, PlayStation 4 does have Playroom. I'm sorry. That is exclusive. That's pretty good exclusive, in my opinion. That's hours of entertainment. But Xbox's a little more expensive as well, so it's like, ugh.
Yeah, that's a good point also. More money, man. Like I was talking about last week, if you want to get Killer Instinct, you gotta spend a bunch of money, so... A lot of people just don't want to do that.
People are saying Killer Instinct as well, because it's out now. People are saying it's a fine game. It's what they expected. That's fine. But the netcode is supposed to be like fucking god tier, like
the best ever, apparently.
Because Maximilian apparently was uploading videos and playing, and he said there was no difference.
Like at the same time?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But because Microsoft is using their own dedicated servers, it's their servers.
Yeah.
So it must be so good for them. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, PlayStation really needed that. Because online for PlayStation is just... I don't know if it's still ass, but...
No, it's going to be still ass. In my opinion. I know it is. But I just really want Marvel to have super godlike. That'd be so good.
I feel
Even
like
Street Fighter.
what?
Even Street Fighter have dedicated servers. That'd be so good.
That'd be pretty sick. Because PC sucks
Yeah.
for
Fuck
Street
PC.
Fighter.
It's dead.
I don't know why the fuck. Like, well, honestly, when I see somebody streaming PC, I just leave. Like, because it's just
You mean Street Fighter?
yeah, Street Fighter. It's like why? There's nobody on there. Like, there's so many variables that determine lag on PC. You know, it's not like everybody has a standard Xbox and that's it. And then all you got to worry about is internet. It's like no, you got to worry about if somebody has a crappy PC and it's like chugging and stuff, and it messes up the game.
That's why I think Steam boxes are going to be the future for FGC. Maybe. I PLAYWINNER. iBuyPower released this standard Steam box for their specs.
Did they?
It was like $500, but it can play any Steam game that's provided for it, like 1080p 60 frames per second.
Okay.
So I mean, but you're not getting a Windows system is the thing. So, like, I don't know how useful.
Well, they're using a
Steam
free
box will be.
operating system, so it's gonna make it cheaper, right? Or do they
Yeah.
put Linux on their quote unquote Steam box?
It is a
thing?
Linux. It's a Linux-based
Okay.
OS. So I mean, I guess you could probably pirate Linux on there or like Ubuntu or something, but I mean, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
So I
Is that it?
I don't know how well a Steam box will actually do, but if they make
It's just a weird market. I
Well-
just there's no determined market for it.
I think it's really good for tournaments because, like, say they make a $300 version that could run Street Fighter 4 fucking flawlessly, or Street Fighter
Uh-huh.
5, what the fuck the next one is, Street Fighter 4 Alpha 40, it's like flawlessly.
Okay, well there's a flaw in your plan, but keep on going.
They have to release the next one.
No.
Oh, well, like, let's just say they do that, right?
Xbox can play all of the fighting games.
Okay, let me get my argument out here.
Okay.
God. So we can migrate to PCs, and people can stop complaining that we don't have sponsors because maybe the Steam box that we really like is like it's fucking Intel's Steam box or something, or like Radeon's Steam box, AMD's Steam box. So like everyone wants that one Steam box. So like maybe we can get sponsored by that company because everyone just wants it. So that'd be their market.
Okay. I
That's
still
just
think
like-
it's like they can't play the fighting games, so it's useless.
Why can't it play fighting games?
It can play Street Fighter. Can it even play Street Fighter since it's like a Linux? It would have to be a Steam box that's made to play PC games, even though it's Linux.
I'm trying to be optimistic here.
I know you are, and I think like a lot of people are, but realistically, it's like okay, the bare minimum, or I guess not bare minimum, but like highest hopes is it can play Street Fighter 4 and it can play KOF. Okay, well, now I can't play Marvel. I can't play Virtual Fighter. I can't play
saying in the future.
Tekken. I can't play basically like any new game that's out. So
Dive
then
Kick-
you have to bring the Xbox that you've already bought and brought to the tournament to play a game that you could have just saved time and money on and just brought an Xbox and got games for that instead.
I think every tournament should just be Dive Kick and Mortal Kombat.
Every tournament?
Evo should be.
Oh yeah, I
fuck
forgot.
those other
Mortal Kombat is on PC.
done games. Also, Injustice is coming out soon.
Yeah, but nobody cares about Injustice.
Skullgirls too. You fucking bigot.
So no games for PC.
You indie bigot. You hate indie games. Anyways, we do have a lot of questions, so we can go to those.
Hold on one sec. I was gonna go over the. I don't want to go over all the Ultra changes because obviously we don't have enough time. And Ultra David did all that shit. So or
Which one's
Ultra Chen,
Cody?
whatever,
Talk
they did
about
all that. The only two characters that I want to talk about, the only two that I care about, are Cody and T-Hawk.
Go ahead.
So basically, Cody, he got a lot of crazy stuff. Some stuff is like whatever. Some stuff is really good, and he definitely needed. He got his backdash is better now. His crouching medium kick, his slide, which was just fucking terrible in these versions of the game, it goes from -6 on block to -2 on block, which means hopefully it'll be like 0 or plus on hit, which is super godlike, especially with this 3-frame crouching short. His crack kick, his forward roundhouse where he does a little hop kick, it's airborne now, so assuming you can corp hops people, which is pretty cool, so you can get yourself out of the corner from like a back throw when you have them and accidentally put yourself in the corner, stuff like that. Get rid of charges, so it'll kind of mess up charge characters without having to cross them up. And also you can't throw it anymore. Knife throw breaks armor, who cares? Like, was never an issue to begin with. Zonk Knuckle can now be EX focused attack cancelled, which is, unless it combos into Ultra 1 or combos into literally anything, it is completely useless. Fuck you, Honzo. EX upper is now invincible, so it is a true reversal. So that's good. I mean, he has a reversal, but I don't know if he's going to need it because he has a better backdash. And last and least, Ultra 2 does 50 less damage now, which I guess people were crying for getting random ultra'd, which is your fucking fault for getting hit by a random ultra. Let's go. Where's T-Hawk? Alright, T-Hawk. T-Hawk did not receive a gun, unfortunately, which is fucking bullshit.
Wow,
Should have
Hans,
received a gun.
come on, man.
Come on, dude. Peter, Comfine, come on. Get with it. He did, however, receive... he can walk faster now, which is pretty cool because I feel like he's going to be more like his ST self. Close standing heavy punch, which a lot of people don't use. It's the one where he takes both of his hands and makes like a giant karate chop and just smacks the person on the face. They made it less pushback. So when you hit somebody, they don't fall, or I think it was you fall backwards. So you couldn't really do anything after it, even after counter hit. It just wasn't that good. So hopefully that'll make him more of a... give him some kind of frame trap. Just because his close medium punch is... it just whiffs on like more of the cast than it hits on versus crouching opponents. Standing heavy kick Herpok slightly expanded. So that kind of sucks, although it is changed from -7 to -2 on block, so you won't be able to punish it anymore, which I think is pretty good because that's one of his like go-to pokes. Crouching medium kick is you can cancel it now, so you can do Spire to try and get in, which is good because with his walk speed, he'll actually be able to get in and pressure people. His thrust speak command, I think that was like his, maybe, I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know which. I don't know fucking which move that is.
I'm so zoned
I know
out.
Spire. I know Spire is the one where he flies forward.
Condor Spire's forward. His uppercut's called uppercut.
His thrust peak is like his command grab. That has to be it because he only has like 3 moves.
Horse is down one.
What?
Horse is down. Condor
Maybe.
dive, no, it's Condor dive.
No, it's Condor Dive. And then Condor Spire, they made it. They removed it from punches and made it a kicked button instead, and they made it forward, so you'll be able to walk forward and then Spire, which is a lot better.
It's much better.
His light Tomahawk Buster startup reduced from 5 to 4 frames, which is good. It doesn't really have like that great of a hitbox, but I'll take it. EX Tomahawk Buster is the one where his like uppercut is FADCable, which is like, I don't know why the fuck you would ever do that, because you can just cancel it and fly away. They increase his throw range on light command grab. and then they made his Ultra 2 kicks, and I think they made the motion easier, and the hitbox is better.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I think T-Hawk's gonna be in top tier.
Yep. I think
He
he's gonna be
sounds
good.
fucking way. Doesn't matter. Like those changes, I don't think matter. Walking faster. Holy fuck! I can run into a fireball faster. That's fun.
You're fucking retarded.
I guess.
Wow, your logic just is amazing.
Like sure, this footsie game's gonna be fine.
Cool.
but he's
What
still
is it?
gonna
What
have
does anybody need to move? Like, let's just have
I'm
100%
saying he's gonna have the same
fireball war.
problems.
What?
He's gonna have the same problems.
Why does he still have the same problems? What are his problems right now?
He can't get in.
Okay, well he walks faster now.
Okay, then
He
how's that
can-
gonna avoid a fucking fireball?
He has EX Spire to get in. And his low forward's really good, and he can cancel his low forward now with Spire to get in.
And well, he did get a frame trap, I guess.
Yeah.
I think he needs like, I don't know.
His,
think he
you know
needs more
his
damage.
I don't know, I think he has kind of a hard time getting in. I definitely think there's characters that have harder times to get in than
I think he
T-Hawk.
should be rewarded more for getting in. That's my only problem with him.
I think he gets rewarded really well for getting in.
More.
More?
I
think it's fine.
He should have a gun.
I like the buffed range on his light command grab though. I think that's really good. He definitely needed that.
Yeah.
It was kind of deceiving when they're right next to you and you can't grab them. And that's kind of the only people that I care about. So, all right, we can go to questions now. Oh, if you want my opinion on one of the changes, tweet it to us. So tweet me at HarrisonSBA, and I'll take a look at it.
So the Hound has a myriad of questions. I flicked myself in the throat, and it kind of hurts when you're doing. I don't know why I did it. The Hound asks us, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hype are you for the Macy's Day Parade?
0.
0.
There's 0, and that's
negative
under
5.
1.
I wish.
I've literally never watched the Macy's Day Parade.
I wish it never happened. The Hound 2 also asks, why is streaming Salty Sweets not happening more often? Sometimes it's more hype than actual tournament. Well, I can explain that one. I know Harrison's hasn't answered that, but
Okay.
the hotel internet situation across America can be summed up by like just a bird taking a shit on your head, because that's what it is. Like it's just constantly bad. Every hotel has terrible internet.
Even in Vegas somehow. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but
It's really bad internet at every hotel, and it's wireless, by the
Yeah.
way, most of the time. So it's very hard to stream at majors in the venue. And it's doubly hard to stream in a hotel room. So hence why you don't see very many Salty Suites, because it's actually kind of hard to set up. I think recording them is very easy to do, but even then.
I mean, I think it still happens. It's just nobody wants to have a room and then just have a bunch of random people just going in and out and
That
just
too.
like thrashing the room and just
East Coast is very open to that. From when I went there, there was like 4 or 5 fucking rooms just filled with people, and they were cool with it. Out here, it's not a thing, I don't think, very much, because people don't like that. SoCal sometimes does it, but people generally just want to like have, a handful of people come into their room and play. And
Yeah.
like, it's cool. It's not like a fucking rager. People just fucking coming in, fucking smoking drugs and shit. Like some rooms I've been in. So like it's definitely, I think it's a weird culture thing.
and I think
I don't
on
think
a I think on a professional level, like you don't really want to see like I don't think you see people like Spooky and Haunts and stuff want to do that stuff anymore, just because of like all the rowdiness and stuff, and like it's late at night and people are drunk and
They don't care.
high. They don't give
care
a fuck
more than
about
usual.
anybody. So it's like taking care of a bunch of kids and nobody wants to do that. That and you got to
Also-
stay up hella late and then get up and do the stream in the morning. Like nobody wants to do that.
Also, it's just like It's like you could just record it and go to bed and just.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
But-
I think that's fine. And then you could restream it if you want. I think that's a good idea. But still setting it up and leaving it with people is still
Fucking sketchy.
sketch. You guys just people
Even
are
in your own
sketch.
room.
People are sketch. That's why I don't see it as a lot.
TK High FGCS, do you think toning down Rushdown Vortex characters and giving people delayed wake up is almost like a double nerf to them? And he says, I do. I think so. Sure. I think they are nerfing like the Vortex characters, and they're nerfing every character by, making the delayed, quote unquote, delayed wake up. I don't know like how delayed it is, but I think people find a way around it. I don't think it's going to be as much of an issue as people think it's going to be.
Yeah. People adapt.
Juroid Rage asks, any word on how you guys want to set up a donation drive for the show? I don't know. Honzo still doesn't want to do it because he's too I don't know how to describe it.
I don't like taking money from people, alright?
He
I know it's weird.
basically he's never going to own a business. That is what it comes down to.
Oh, I gotta tell you something. Oh, I think I already told you. Whatever.
I don't want to spend too much time on that though.
It's like we might do one. We might do one maybe for special occasions. Then we need a little funding for it.
I think
But
if we
even-
do something special, then we'll ask for it. But like, I don't know. If we just do this, it's like we want to do something special, but I don't know. It just hasn't happened yet.
I don't want to take your money and just sit in this room and do the same shit.
Man,
I
I
don't
could
think
just
that's fair
I
to
can
you
say
guys.
something fucking terrible right now, but I'm just gonna leave that be. You can go to the next question.
Are you gonna talk? Was it about me?
No.
Okay. Drew Edmage also asked, we all know the esport team you run, Honzo Gonzo, HG. However, if you could sponsor and help 3 Marvel players, who would they be? Sponsor? I guess... I don't know. It's a tough one.
Who'd you
trying
help
to
out?
trying to think of unsponsored players.
Me.
I guess... Moons, Ray Ray...
Ray
and-
sponsored.
Um,
Ray sponsored by Control.
Okay. And
Is Moon sponsored? I can't
Sure.
remember if he's sponsored or not. If I can't remember if he's sponsored or not, he's not sponsored.
Um,
One more person.
yeah, I'm just trying to think.
One
I
more.
like Ramasama.
Ramasama? Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see
like
that.
Ramasama. He deserves to be sponsored. He doesn't want to be. I know that. But I mean,
Kale asks, how hype is Honzo for some hot Arachi on Persona 4 arena action? I don't know what that
Adachi?
is.
oh man, you missed the best stream ever, Harrison. You didn't care.
I didn't
So,
care.
what they're talking about is the Persona announcements. There was 3 Persona games announced, and one of them was the fighting game. And there's like some characters in it, but the way Atlas did it, they did a stream, okay, from Nico.
Yeah.
Like announcing, they said they were gonna announce it first on the stream, and then they're gonna play it on Japanese television, okay. So while it was happening, they had a countdown and everything, and like there's this lady talking, and like people are translating it, like, oh, she's talking about Persona. So like everyone was talking about like Persona 5 or whatever. So they started showing the trailers for the Persona games in Japan, and the lady was blocking the screen from showing it. This old lady was just like, oh my god, they're showing it right now. And so like, and the crew was just cracking up. So like everyone's just getting trolled by Atlas so hard, and the entire trailer played, and they didn't show it. And they're just like, oh yeah, okay, bye. And then like everyone's like, what the fuck's happening? And then like Teddy gets on, who's their little mascot guy.
Yeah.
And he's just talking, and at this point, everyone's just fucking mad. Like everyone's just like, fuck this. And they already know some of the games are confirmed because it was getting leaked out of Japan. So they started showing the trailers and whatnot, and they didn't show Persona 5.
Mhm.
So, and then they're like, okay, we're done. And then they're like, and then Teddy's talking for like fucking an hour or something. And everyone's just rioting. They're just like, fuck, this is the worst thing. Because one of them was like a dancing game. So people thought they
Yeah.
were just going to get a dancing game instead of Persona 5. So like people were just fucking going crazy. Like NeoGAF shut down and shit. Like everyone was just like going insane.
Damn.
And then like there's a countdown and like Teddy had a stroke and then they announced Persona 5 finally. But it was the best troll marketing I've ever seen for a fighting game company. Probably it's close to Kojima levels. So kudos to Atlas. I enjoyed that stream. It was quite funny watching the reactions. People were so mad. I loved it. That's what he's talking about. I think the new Persona game will be not good. I'm getting a PS3 to play BlazBlue though. I actually do want to play BlazBlue.
The Hound asks, when is the next guest? Honzo Gonzo, because that's your job.
That is my responsibility. I'll try and work on one. I'll try and work on one. I'm very busy at the moment with duties, and so I mean, I'll try and find one. That's all I can say.
The Hound also asks,
No,
why
no.
can't the community get a sponsor that is 18 plus? We are the target demographic for a lot of products.
I don't know.
I think that's true, except like there's kids that are not 18 plus.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when there's anybody who's not 18 plus, you have to cater to them.
Not really. Not exactly. But like, it's a bad look if you're sponsored by like a cigarette company. No one fucking.
Yeah, that's.
No one
yeah.
think that's cool.
That's what I'm
I mean,
trying to get at.
Yeah, like you can't. It's video games at the end of the day. You have to understand that people
Yep.
associate teens with video games. So if you're fucking sponsored by fucking malt liquor, like fucking 40s, and you're just fucking drinking Cobras all fucking day and like, oh, Cobras are the best. People aren't gonna be like, hey, that's not cool. There's fucking kids that play these games. No,
Yeah.
don't do that. So it'll scare away other sponsors too. It's just a bad look. Plus, typically the 18 plus companies do not want to sponsor esports. There is a beer company that did sponsor a StarCraft team before. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. And I mean, I think beer's fine, honestly. I think beer's like
I
the
think a lot of
most-
people in the FGC think beer is fine.
Well, I know, what I mean. I think that's like the most high, like, hey, you can't drink that type of thing, like regular beer, like that people drink, because like sports are associated with beer. No one has a problem with that,
Yeah, that's true.
But it's not sponsored by fucking Jaeger, Jaeger Monster bombs, Jaeger bombs, and fucking people doing Jaeger bombs in fucking sports stadiums. Doesn't really happen.
No. Of course, that goes kind of true for any hard alcohol for the most part. Like,
Yeah,
there's
that's why I mean.
very, very few hard alcohol sponsors anywhere.
That's why I didn't like. I think bar fights is a cool idea, but like having a vodka sponsor exclusively is, I don't think that's a good look on it personally.
Yeah.
Even though I have no problem with it, I just don't think in the future it's a good look.
I think this is going to be the last question of the day. Which player in your respective games do you have to beat consistently in order to be considered good?
Can you repeat that question? I'm sorry.
Which player in your respective games do you have to beat consistently in order to be considered good?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Anybody from NorCal.
It's a bad answer.
Okay, not anybody, but a lot of people.
It's like mid-tier people, because like you guys think I'm terrible.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
You have a good point.
But like people who don't place aren't necessarily bad players.
Yeah.
They just don't place. It's not like Ramasan was any more shitty back when I beat him. It just happens. Like brackets happen, matchups happen. Sometimes you just never get lucky with brackets. Sometimes you just
Yeah, and there's just such a fine line between somebody who is like good but not quite there and somebody who is known by a lot of people and really good. I feel
Yeah,
like
'cause
there's a super fine line between those two.
every scene has their notable players. Their F champs, their fucking Kinder parties, their fucking Ray Rays, Tristies. But there's also mid-tier level players that are actually good, like Spiral, for example, or Shorty.
Yeah.
Mark Panoy. They're very good players. They're not
You?
maybe. names, but they're super good in North Cal, in my opinion. So, like, every scene has that, and I think if they have a theory and they can actually put it into work, and they can do well and beat some people sometimes, I think if you could beat those people, I know that's a weird definition, but if you can beat those people, then you can be considered good.
Okay, we have one last question.
I have one question we need to talk about.
Okay, I'll let
Might be a
you.
little long.
Okay, well,
Continue.
make it quick.
Okay. The Fnatic versus Nemo money match. Do you want to talk about that or next week?
It
Let's do next
hasn't
week.
happened yet. Let's talk
Yeah,
about when
let's do it.
after it happens.
Go.
All right, last question. Sammy Nash asks Hanzo, why is Popeye's ass tier food?
What?
Why does Popeye suck? That's basically what he's asking.
Dude, I'm okay. Because, like, I was in the Finance KO stream watching BlazBlue because I want to watch BlazBlue, and people are talking about chicken or some shit. And you guys know me. Popeye's chicken is my life. Popeye's chicken is the greatest fucking food ever. Ever.
Literally, once Honzo Gonzo moves out, his shelves are going to be filled with Popeye's chicken and Mountain Dew.
At CEO, this is a true story. All I ate was Popeyes. And yeah, I don't think you guys are like, maybe he stopped by, ate an apple. Nah, I didn't. I fucking ate Popeyes for fucking 3 days. Fucking Popeyes and water. I think that was my diet. Fucking, and Livewire, because they had Livewire. So, I mean, I'm a very Popeyes heavy when I see one. We don't have one up here. The closest one's in Roanoke Pride, and I'm not going to drive down there, so. But, I like Popeyes. Get off me. Let me enjoy what I want. It's my life. It's my choice. I was born this way.
All right, well, I think that's the end of the show. Do you have anything you want to finish it up with?
Shout out to our sponsors.
They're not our sponsors.
They could be. Don't say that. I lost them. I ate them all because they're so delicious.
Oh
Flips.
my god.
Check your hips and Haritos. Live the thunder.
All right, guys. Until next time. You can follow me at HarrisonSBA. You can follow Honzo Gonzo at Honzo Gonzo. You can follow us at IPLAYWINNER on Twitter. You guys can also follow us at facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER. If you want to check out all the previous shows, you can go to the podcast section on IPLAYWINNER.com. You can check out each show in MP3 and YouTube format. So if you want to listen to it on your phone or whatever, you can go ahead and do that. I think that's it for the most part. Oh yeah, all the videos for if you want to check out Double KO, you can go right here, right after this, and go and watch it. It's a highlight or archive or something. You can go and watch the whole stream. It'll also be uploaded to YouTube throughout the week, so you guys can go and check that out. I'm pretty excited to upload the Mark Panoy versus KB's match, so
Oh my
watch out
Lord.
for that one. Peace out, guys.
All right. Peace.